In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focusing on
every Friday during Women's History Month.
All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And
That's right. Time. That's right.
Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty mighty, mighty. Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother. Number 1. Before we get into our program this afternoon, I want to give a moment of silence and in regards to the memory of my mother, who has now been gone and transitioned from us for 2 years. A moment of silence. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Dedicate this program to the memory of my mother and those of us who have lost not only our mothers, but our loved ones. Unfortunately, they could not be here with us this day. Thank you very much. Of course, I don't hope to hold you very long. Just want to make this short commentary and we're going to get out of here. But whatever happens, we're going to go with the flow. I think Brother Talib is here. Let me see. Where is he at? Brother Talib.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, Brother Talib is here, y'all. Glad to see you.
Yes, sir.
Hope all is well.
Oh, yes. I had some things I wanted to get off of my chest too, because
Okay.
I mean, our people, man, our people are so caught up in being the way now in this country and world, you know what I'm saying? And so sad, a lot of our people, brothers and sisters, because we're not brotherly or sisterly toward where I see on in social media against each other. And, you don't even all these pro-black channels they got on YouTube. You don't even hear them mentioning too much about the war in Russia, in Ukraine,
Right.
situation that
Hold your note, Brother Talib. Let me say what I gotta say, and I hand the mic off to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Excuse me, I just wanted to chime in, but yes, go ahead, brother. I didn't.
Yeah, let me say this and get out here and make it short as possible. I did invite some other brothers too. While we speaking, they might show up also. So,
yeah, pardon me on that, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, just go ahead.
It's all gravy. I just gave a moment of silence to my mother, and I believe you lost your mother too, right, Brother Talib?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, so we lost our mothers, and some of the ones that probably really cared about us are probably gone. not too many of the living care about the living, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately.
Those who have actually gave a care about us, most of them are getting ready to go, or they're gone, unfortunately. But what I want to say very quickly is this. The topic that we chosen is only strange people listen to Angel Snub Nub 7. My mother told me, even as a little boy, that I was curious. I always was asking questions. If you don't ask questions, how are you going to learn? How are you going to know? So I really don't understand my thinking at that particular moment in time. I don't really remember a whole lot when I was young, but I do understand that I want to know. How do I know if I don't ask questions? We don't ask a lot of questions. And a lot of us don't ask questions because we think that we know. But if you know, then why are you still suffering the problems and still in the condition that you complain about if you know? Because if you know, that should give you the knowledge to solve that problem that you are complaining about. Well, clearly you must not know. Only strange people listen to Angel Snub Nub 7. Why am I strange? Why is Mellow Cap strange? Why is the Deacons of Reality and Sister Ann, those who come to this ministry, why would we be strange? Why would we be crazy? Considered insane? Well, I would tell you, me personally, I'm proud to be strange. I'm proud to be crazy. I'm proud of it. I'm happy. Welcome, Brother Denzel, in the house.
Back on.
Can you hear us, Brother Denzel? We can't hear you. Technical difficulties. But again, I'm happy to be. I'm happy to be crazy. I'm happy to be wacky. What does it mean to be strange? When they say that you're strange, it means that you are outside of tradition. You're outside of the norm. That's what.
My bad.
Okay. Thank you
How
for
you doing
joining
today?
us, Denzel.
I'm good. How you doing today, Angel Snub Nub? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Brother Talib is here too. He's having technical difficulties too, I guess. He dropped off.
Oh.
Let me see. He's back again. Let me see.
How's it going, man?
All right, brother. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. It's a pleasure to meet you, Taalik.
It's pleasure.
I can't hear you. Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Talib.
You.
We might have to go back to. I don't know what it is about Brother Talib's internet connection. Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's bad.
he may be using the same like me. It's something going on with the I don't know what data provided, but sometimes like I'm having I didn't know that you was live because I can't update my YouTube for some reason. So
Okay.
he may have certain problems too. It could be a mobile problem.
Can you still hear us, Brother Taalik? Absolutely. This is what we're gonna solve that problem just by doing the old-fashioned way. Put Brother Taalik on speakerphone. Hold on a second.
Peace to the chat, by the way, too. Hope everybody doing okay.
You will.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put you on speakerphone. I don't know what's up with your internet.
All right.
So
well, you know, sometimes here in Nebraska things get complicated.
Yeah, I know.
Situation, you know.
Yeah, because you did real well the last live stream, no problems at all.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you can take yourself off StreamYard, and we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, no problem. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glad that you're here.
Yeah.
That's all right. I think I can take you out. I can take you out of
StreamYard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you handle it from that end.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right. Denzel, you still with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Denzel's with us. Brother Taalik was on the speakerphone. they call you Eric Speakerphone Bell. Almond is in the house. Let me give my quick commentary. We're gonna go around the room, and I want you brothers to make your comments. I'm expecting another brother. Hopefully he'll show up, and it can be the Fantastic Four. Yeah, I was saying, or the topic that we chosen for these few minutes is only strange people listen to Angel Snubbing Up 7. And I was telling the audience, I'm happy. It's groovy for me to be strange. I enjoy it. I embrace anybody that said, you crazy. I'm actually beginning to like that. When people say, you crazy, you strange. At first, you know, you get offended. I ain't crazy. What's strange about me? At first, you get offended, of course. But when you really think about it, you should embrace that. You should be happy that somebody called you strange and you crazy. Because what it means, it's not necessarily mean that you are insane. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're strange. What it really means is what they're really telling you or asking you is, why are you different from me? That's the question they are asking you. Why you don't think the way I think? Why you don't want to eat how I eat? What's wrong with you? How come you're not programmed? How come you're not doing what I do? I was telling the audience that my mother, even when I was a little boy, I asked questions. If you don't ask questions, how are you not going to know? You must ask questions. If you notice, in our society, we really don't ask questions. We take things on face value. We really don't ask questions. And when we talk about research, I do my research. When they talk about getting their research or whatever, what they're talking about is finding information to support what they know already. They're not really striving and they're not critical thinkers. I already know. So like many of you, I was raised in the Baptist church in rural Mississippi. And the majority of us come from the Baptist church. Many of us, we come from the Baptist church. We come from Christianity, Baptist, Pentecostal.
Everybody join.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice.
Because it is a platform, but if we are able to be responsible on this platform to uplift, elevate, okay, encourage, and inspire. Okay. All women, but especially black women, because we are black women.
Gomane. Assemble the people, Gomane. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Where do you live? We can handle this like men. I will come to where you are and I will whoop your ass. 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 Where do you live? We can handle this like men. I will come to where you are and I will whoop your ass.
I don't do cocaine. I want to make. I do not do cocaine. No. I do not do cocaine. I don't do cocaine. But these people pay me to advertise, so I'm gonna advertise because they pay. They pay never to advertise. Now, if y'all do cocaine, don't say SNIFFY taught you to do cocaine. Because I don't do cocaine. No. That ain't the reason why I sniff. No. Now, there's some of y'all that like methamphetamine. Okay? Alright? So go get you a bag of methamphetamine. Okay? That'll help you, whatever your problem is, get you a bag of methamphetamine. Whatever. The Baptist church, the Christianity. And as long as everybody in your area is a Baptist or Christian or whatever, that's the norm. It's cool. It's all gravy. Praise the Lord. You coming to church this Sunday, son? Show looking out for you and your mama come on and sing, praise God. There's nothing wrong with that. But then I became strange when I began to accept the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I'm a Muslim. Now I'm eating bean pies. Yeah, I'm selling final call newspapers. My God is not Jesus anymore. You don't believe in Jesus? What? I don't want a white man on the wall no more. What's wrong with our Jesus? We done had white Jesus on the wall for generations. Why you want to be different? So for years and years, from the 1960s to the early 80s, I was strange because the Nation of Islam teachings was still new. Nobody really didn't know too much about it. Why you pray like that? Why y'all don't eat no pork? You mean to tell me you don't eat ham hocks? You don't eat crowder peas? All that stuff in the South. You can't, I can understand why Nation of Islam teachings didn't take in the South. You're speaking against the whole dietary system of the South. You know, ham hocks and crowder peas and sweet potatoes and all the good stuff that Southern people eat. You teach them, they don't, I can't be no Muslim. Y'all talking some good stuff as far as freedom, justice, and equality and fighting against the white man, but y'all, I can't be no Muslim. I got to have my head hog cheese. I got to have it. And then they talk about you can't drink either. I can't drink no beer. I can't get drunk no more. That's strange because this is a part of American life. Matter of fact, a lot of us, when we trying to be grown, we want to try to have sex. I'm grown now. So the first thing you want to do is you want to have sex, experiment with sex, and you want to drink and you smoke. These are the three things that make you grown, make you an adult. Give me some pudding tat, man. You ain't had none yet? You ain't had none of that? Man, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Ain't it, Denzel? That's some good stuff.
You ain't never lied.
And then after you finish, get you a cold beer and smoke you some weed or smoke your cigarette, man. That's life. That's living. But according to the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, you a dead man walking. That's dead man stuff. But for the average person that's living out on the street, that's normal. Why are you doing that? That's strange. So if you don't get drunk in society, I mean, drink a little bit. You mean you don't drink a little, just a little taste? Here, Denzel, just a little taste, man. Just take a little swig. That ain't gonna bother you, man. I've been through all that. I don't know how many times. You know, take a little puff of the weed, take a little swig of it. And the thing about it, once you get hooked, nobody want to give you nothing free no more. Man, I ain't giving you none of my stuff no more. Go buy your own. But when they hooking you on the weed and the drugs, it's all for free. Everybody in the neighborhood want to give you some free beer, want to give you some free drugs, give you some free sex. Everything is free until they get you hooked. Then they expect you to pay. Got to go in your pocket. So I'm a little boy growing up, and I'm strange because even as a little boy, I value education. I'm always in the books, always reading. What you doing that for? I like to read, I like to know. Know what? What you trying to know? They don't, when I was growing up, even to this day, there are a lot of people, they don't like smart people. They don't like for you to be educated. They don't like for you to read. What you read that for? And if you do read, this is what they want you to read. They want you to read romance novels. George and Angie, she broke up with him. They went on this trip and he was cheating on her. This terrible thing. Terrible thing. What? You know what? Or they want you to read Playboy magazine. Now, you know damn well you're reading Playboy magazine for the naked ass women. You know that. Oh, no, brother. It's a whole lot of good articles in here. See, look, page such and such is good. You know damn well you did not buy Playboy magazine to read no damn articles. Come on, it's tripping. But that's the type of stuff. Or they want you to read Jet magazines, learn about entertainment, who's in the top 40, the top 20 on Ebony magazine. That's the kind of stuff that nothing education that does nothing really for your mind. Now, if you're doing that, reading that kind of stuff, and many of us, we pretend that we read. We don't even really read. We just look at the pictures. That's why we get Ebony magazine. Don't even really read the articles. Just look at the picture. Oh, there go Michael Jackson. Look what Prince went. Hey, look what Prince went. Don't never talk. They don't never tell you about what they read in the article. Unfortunately, this is the reality of it. A lot of us really can't read. We're not really good readers. A lot of us are more illiterate. When I got locked up, look, when I got locked up, the vast majority of the staff people, they were illiterate. They could barely read. And you would be amazed at how many people ask a person to read. A lot of people would take offense. What you trying to say? You trying to say I can't read? No, I just asked you to read. I have to prove a damn thing to you because they can't read. Now you ask me to read, give it to me. Now don't give me no Chinese. Don't give me none of that Arabic stuff. I can't read none of that crap. So don't expect me. But if you give me English, what I was raised upon, just give me a newspaper, whatever it is, I'll run it off to you, no problem. Because I can read. I have been a reader ever since I was a little boy. I used to love to read, so that's no problem. I read comic books, soup cans. I was reading everything when I was a little boy. That's no problem. A lot of us can't read. And this is another thing that we have to understand about reading also. Reading means nothing if you don't understand what you read, if you can't comprehend what you read. So you have a lot of people who read, but they really don't understand. They don't comprehend what they read. So if you can't comprehend and understand what you read, no matter how well you can read, it's meaningless. This is another problem that we find in our community. We don't like education. So it makes you strange. We still don't like smart people. We laugh at somebody like Steve Urkel from Family Matters. See, Steve Urkel don't care about the latest fashion. He dressed all kinds of wacky ways, whatever, because he don't care about that kind of stuff. His mind is knowledge, education. So he's not tripping on Jordan shoes and the latest fashions and all this type of different stuff. He's not tripping off of that. Thinking about knowledge, education. And we laugh at Steve Urkel. Yeah, but Steve Urkel and people like Steve Urkel is the reason why you have Facebook, the reason why you have YouTube, the reason why you have a cell phone. We have a cell phone, don't have no idea how it works. Negroes get on cell phones every day. Hey, baby, what's up? Yeah, we're going to go out tonight. Yeah. You going to wear that little tiny skirt? No. Wear the other skirt, the one that sit up a little bit higher. I want to show off in front of my boy. Then your girlfriend asks you, I have a question for you. Yeah, baby. Shoot the breeze to me. What's up? How do a cell phone work? What you asking me that for? I'm just curious. How do a cell phone work? Now you done blew the whole groove, baby. What you asking me? What do a cell phone work? We don't know how nothing works. We don't know how a car works. Only thing we know how to do is get in the car, start the engine up, and drive. We don't know how the mechanics. We don't know how was the tire made. Oh, man, Negroes, shut up. No one want to hear all that over. See, that's the problem. But these are the same kind of people that you expect, Denzel. These are the same kind of people that you expect to build a nation. How you gonna build a nation and you don't know how to make a rubber tire? How you gonna build a nation and you don't know how to make your own cars? You don't know how to go into the ground and get oil and make gas and electricity. These are the people that you tell, I'm gonna build my own black nation. What kind of nation you gonna have and the people are illiterate, don't have no kind of skills, and don't know a damn thing? I want to build a black nation. And then the best you're gonna do, the only kind of nation you can build with people like this is living in caves. That's the best you're going to do because nobody can't do nothing. You don't know how to build a cell phone. You don't know how to make electricity. You don't know how to do nothing. I love those survival stories, and they show you how to make fire with sticks and flint rocks and stuff like that. A lot of us don't even know how to do that. What kind of nation are you going to build with people that have no kind of skills, no kind of nothing, have not been taught? You strange because you want to know those things. I want to know how to make a fire without a match, with some sticks. I want to know how to do that. I know when I was little, we used to make fires with magnifying glass. You can take glass and hold up to the light, and you can make fire. Different ways that you can make fire. So I'm strange because even without religion, I'm not a whoremonger. Because I'm supposed to be sowing my seed, making babies I can't take care of. So you don't want to be around me because I'm going to ask you, yeah, you making all these babies. Are you taking care of them? Oh, man, get out my face, man. You just mad because you ain't getting none. Well, you've been getting some, and look at all these babies that you're making. Why are you not taking care of? And you've been getting some. But something wrong with me. Something wrong with me because I don't want to steal. And a lot of people, you will steal. You have people, if $100 came out your pocket and dropped on the ground, a lot of people said, damn, that nigga lost $100. Too bad. Put it in my pocket, you know. Buy my grandchildren some, you know, some whatever for Christmas next year. Do you remember that one episode of Good Times and James Evans gave that money back to the grocery store? And how they laughed and made mockery of the Evans family, giving that $27,000 back. And they threw that dummy into the apartment and said, this is the dummy for the dummy family. They gave back that $27,000. But that was the Christian things to do. And at the end of the story, Florida told James, don't let people, because they wacky, don't let them change who we are. The right thing to do, that's not our money. Give that money back to the people where it comes from. Don't let people change who you are, and you know that you're right at the end of the story. Now, you know good and well, many of us, $27,000, you know, that's just, you just shiz it out of luck. They ain't giving nothing. They ain't giving nothing. I'm buying me a brand new car. That's what I'm going to do. You know. Here's the dummy for the dummy that gave the dummy family that gave that $27,000 back. I guess I'm a dummy because I've done it. I've seen people drop valuables on the ground and whatever, and I've given the money back. I would hope somebody do that for me. That's why I do it, because I mean, money is hard to come by. And you could be just walking and you don't know your money, or you thought you put your $100 bill in your pocket and it didn't go in all the way, and while you walk, it slip out and somebody see it. Wouldn't you want somebody to give you, especially when you got to pay your phone bill? Damn, Angel Snub Nub 7 supposed to be live today. What happened? Negro lost the phone bill money, fell on the ground, somebody got it, couldn't pay the phone bill. Hey, that's what happened. But something wrong with us in this society if we don't do the right thing. Like, there's something people said, man, I wouldn't have gave that money back. But you would want the same thing done to you if you lost your money like that, or valuable, or if your child is missing. You lost your child. How you lose a child like that? Why is child missing? But if you lost your child, or if your friend or your mother or somebody is murdered, you want somebody to come forth to catch the murderer. We don't think that way in this society here. So here I am as a Muslim, All praise due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and all that stuff, walking all, you know, blackity black. See, these people don't impress me because I was that. I was you and worse at one time, probably. All that blackity black stuff. But there's a problem with me. I saw a white child at a bubble gum machine. We was in the store, me and this other brother, myself and this other brother, and I saw this white child playing with the knobs of the machine and wanted a piece of bubble gum. For me, even though I'm Mr. Blackity Black and the white man's the devil, and you know what we talk, we hear that every day, white man's the devil. Something in me, the only thing I could see was a child want a piece of bubble gum. I did not care if the child was white or Mexican or whatever. Only thing I saw, a child want a piece of bubble gum. I got a quarter. Don't hurt me at all. I went to the bubble gum machine, put that quarter in there, and gave that child a piece of bubble gum. And the Caucasian mother of the child, thank you, sir. Now, the brother I was with, what'd you do that for? That's the devil, little devil baby. That little devil baby gonna grow up and probably put you in jail. Well, that's the chance I'm gonna have to take.
Yes. I want that. Oh, I need that. Gots to have that. It's
And I think sometimes we pinch ourselves that we actually are performing with these legends who we...
Is you between the ages of 45 and 85 years old and don't have life insurance? What your
your loved one gonna do if you die all of a sudden? 1-800-FMG Life Insurance. Give us a call today.
We want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
My brother Angel Snub 7 at the Realities Temple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub 7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle. And there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand and will not stand and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
Because for me, I don't know about you. For me, all that I could see was a child want a piece of gum, and I was a child. And I wanted a piece of gum. And somebody came other than my parents, gave me a piece of gum. That's all I could see. When I was a little boy, now I didn't have no men around me to nurture me and teach me skills or whatever. There was a Caucasian man that came to fix our pipes one winter time. Our pipes had froze, and he went under the house to fix our pipes. And he saw me watching him fix the pipe. I was just curious. I told you I was always curious about things. And so this white man didn't have to do what he did. He said, "Hey, young man, you want to help me?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." Not only are you going to assist me, I'm going to pay you to help me. Now, I'm a little boy with it. I can't really help him. So I went under the house with him. He was talking and explaining to me how he's fixing the pipes or whatever. That was one of the most exciting things and memorable things I ever had done to me in my life. Now, what do the black men in my life, what do they want to teach Angel Snub 7? Man, you ain't got none of that putty yet. You want some of this? You want some of this drink? That's what the men around me wanted to do. Besides the Muslim brothers, of course, the Muslim brothers don't operate that way, but that's what they want me to do. Drinking and getting in somebody's panties. And what has it? Now, that's what was going on when I was a little boy. It's still going on today. How has that helped the black community? Except fill the jails and the prisons and the mental institutions. That's all you have succeeded in doing. And there's some dumbass, crazy thinking talk about, let's outnumber the white people. For some reason, their strategy is, let's have all these babies and we're going to outnumber the white people and take over the United States. You got a problem. To my knowledge, the Mexicans outnumber, the Hispanics outnumber black people now. 50 million to 40 million. So you're going to lose on that one. So I guess you're going to have to slang a little bit more dang-a-lang around. Denzel, you're going to have to get you 3 or 4, 5, 10 more babies out there. I'll donate some sperm to help y'all. That's your strategy, okay?
Hey, my bad, Angel Snub. I think a lot of people, like, I think they think that way sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
Like they think, I've heard like certain people say that, like if you have a lot of babies, it can increase voting power.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I guess that goes along with the whole abortion thing, pro and against. And some people, they make that argument saying, hey, you know, we should have more of these kids because, you know, they can increase voting rights. But then I think about what you're saying now, like, you know, if the Hispanics, you know, outnumber us.
Yeah.
And most of our people don't even vote anyway.
No. Sure.
So
I don't know, just a lot of things. A lot of things except the right thing. We, just like Elijah Muhammad said, it's easy to lead us in the wrong direction, hard as hell to lead us in the right direction, because we're not thinkers. We're not thinkers. We act on emotion, and we try to make something that's complex simple, and it's not simple. It's more complex. It can be, but from our understanding, it's far from. We can't. It's not, because if that was the case, we should have been in a better position long before, because we were here long before the Hispanics got here. Especially in the South, we should be running the South, where you had a greater population in the South. And probably in the South, we probably still overpopulate. We outnumber them in the South. So what's the problem? Why can't y'all get the job done? Do you know that so I'm strange. I'm strange, and there's a problem with me because I'm compassionate to people. I don't want to see nobody done wrong. I don't want to see nobody in jail and prison that don't belong there. I don't care who they are, man, woman, homosexual. I don't care, Republican, Democrat. I don't want nobody to be oppressed, nowhere on the planet. So I'm strange because I have compassion for all people outside of myself. But at the same time, if somebody didn't have compassion on me, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. That's the reality of it. We have to have compassion. But in this world, among these folks, having compassion, showing mercy to others, that's strange behavior. Even though you're taught that in Christianity, you're taught in Christianity and you're taught by your parents to share. I remember growing up, share. When you taught to share, don't be stingy. Give your sister a piece of that cake. Stop being stingy. Share. We're taught to share. But when you become an adult, it's mine. Everything is mine. Now, Beyonce and Jay-Z have more wealth than they ever use in a lifetime. Kanye West has more wealth, and a lot of these people have more wealth than they use in a lifetime. And we look up to people like that, and they are hoarders. They are hoarders of wealth. You don't need all that. And you lay around and you want to win the lottery so you can be a hoarder. Man, did you just hear? Denzel just won $100 million. What? What is he going to do? What are you going to do? $100 million is way more than you can use in your lifetime. And what do they do? It's even more for generational wealth. Do you know how many children Jay-Z and Beyonce have to have in order for their generational wealth to go into nothing? It's not going to happen. But we look up to that. And in this society, being wealthy and rich, we look up to that. But it's greed. All the problems in this country. Do you know it's so much wealth in this country? All our roads should be beautiful. Everything about all the bridges, everything about this country should be immaculate condition. But you got a lot of people that's hoarding the wealth, and the wealth can't be used for nothing. And what are they using it for? Just so we can see them on TV, on these shows with their bow ties and their tuxedo. Yes. I just had another #1 record, and all my children go to the best of schools, you know. And there's only so much that you need to live on. And just like I heard somebody say, the rest of the money is to show off. Greedy, because I'm better. We live in a situation where people want to be better than others. Well, Denzel only went to the 3rd grade, Denzel went to the 3rd grade, and of course, I went to Harvard. So Denzel can't tell me nothing. I went to Harvard. I got all these degrees, and I also have a million followers on Twitter, and so that makes us better. And for me, there's something wrong with me because I don't feel that I'm better than nobody. No matter what I got, no matter what I do, I just don't feel that. I don't feel that way. It don't mean anything to me. Life is much more to me than material things. And this praise and these things but there's something wrong with me because that don't mean nothing. You mean you don't want to be rich? You don't want $1 million? You don't want to wear gold chains? And I never cared nothing about the gold chains and necklaces. I never cared too much about that anyway, because that's a whole lot of stuff that you got to take off to take a bath. You got to take off all the chains and the watches and the rings to take a bath. That's too much trouble for me. Okay. I can imagine all these people that wear all these rings. Like, damn, you got to take all this stuff off to take a bath or a shower, because you're not going to take a shower with it. So to take a shower, I got all these rings. I got to take off this headband, and I got to this. Too much trouble for me. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's not exciting to me. So there's a problem with me because I want to share, and I believe in sharing. There's a problem. I'm strange because I like to share, even when I don't have too much. I believe in what Elijah Muhammad taught us in the Nation of Islam. When you have a bowl of soup, half of that soup belongs to your brother. I believe in that. I believe in that mindset. For real. Now there are those who teach it, but they're not about that. Because if you have $1 million and you believe that half of your soup belongs to your brother, that means 500,000 belong to your brothers. And you don't see these people. I listen to Brother Ben. Shout out to Brother Ben X. Brother Ben X is bragging now. He's talking about that he has a multi-million-dollar cyber organization or whatever it is. Half of that, of your profit, half of that belongs to your brother. Who are the recipients? They never talk about that. Minister Farrakhan just got thousands of dollars Sunday. Half of that belonged to your brother. Who are the recipients? That's what I'm asking, half of it. See, some of us are talkers, but we're not doers. So there's a problem with me. And I'm strange because I'm outside the norm, because I'm real about mine. They have a problem with you because you think for yourself. What are you? They always ask me, what do you believe? What are you? I'm just living life. I'm just trying to understand things. What do you mean? What am I? Well, I'm a Muslim. I believe in the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. I'm a Moor. I believe in the teachings of Noble Drew Ali. So when you put yourself into these categories, you are binding yourself. You're becoming rigid in thought. And everything about you, everything that you face has to come within the boundaries of these teachings or this mindset. What are you? I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. See, the problem with that is when we know how you think, we know how you're going to respond because we know how you think. We know how Christians think, and we know how Muslims think. We know how. That's why it's a waste of time for me to debate these people, you know, certain people, because I already know how you think. I already know what you're going to bring to me because I've heard it before. It's hundreds and thousands of years old. I already know that. So what? It really don't make a sense for me to waste my time to debate and argue with you when I already know what you're going to say. And these are not your own. These are not your thoughts. These are thoughts from dead folks. Everybody dead. Elijah Muhammad is dead. Master Farad Muhammad is dead. Well, they said, well, they're still alive. Whatever. They're not around. Okay. Nobody, Drew Ali is not here. Malcolm X is not here. Dead people. Kemet is not here. Gone 5,000 years ago. They're all dead. They're all dead, folks. Nobody alive. So you have a problem with me because I want to listen and talk to living people, and I'm not. I respect the dead, but I'm not dead. I learned lessons from the past, but I'm not the past. We are present, and we are the future when we are alive. So why would I be interested in that which no longer exists no more? You can't talk to Marcus Garvey. You can't talk to nobody Drew Ali. You can't talk to. So where are you getting all your information from? Because you talk to yourself. But I'm crazy. You got to be talking to yourself because they're not talking to you. And we're outside of the program. So in conclusion from what I want to say here, and I'm going to pass the mic. Only strange people listen to Angel Snub 7. And you should be happy and you should be proud to be different. To be outside of this stuff that we live in. Because you see, look at the result of what you get when you think the way they think. We living in it. You're not living in a world that was made by our mindset, but you are living in a world made by their mindset. Is it a good world? Is it a happy world? No. So in the past, people like us, self-thinkers, because we are outside the norm, we would be ostracized. We would be made mockery, like some of us. We made mockery all the time. Why you not like us? And they laugh at how you think. And in some cases, people like us, we would be outright murdered. The problem is here. I'm gonna pass the mic. The problem is this. It is our kind that make the world the way it is technologically and creative. If the inventors and the writers did not think outside the box, the norm, we would not have a cell phone. We would not have a car. We will not have all these different things. We will not be able to go to the movies and enjoy the graphics of the movie screen. You couldn't enjoy anything because in order to be creative, you have to have imagination. In order to bring these things forth, you have to think outside the norm because a rigid mind can only produce rigid things. We read these wonderful books that we read, that they turn into movies. The person had to be able to think outside of the norm, outside of himself. And this is a thing also. Above all, they don't want us to be ourselves. I don't mind having African in my DNA. I don't mind having Aboriginal in my DNA or whatever. I want to be me. I want to be me. I want to understand me. You love your mother. You love your parents. You're not them. You learn about what your mother did and your father and great-grandfather did, whatever. You're not them. So as a people, it don't make no difference if you came from Africa or you're a Native American. What about you? They want to get angry at me and us because I want to be me. There's an old song from the theater. I want to be me. I'm healthy and free. I just want to be me. What's wrong with being me? Michael Jackson is a good example. Michael Jackson was influenced by Fred Astaire, Elvis Presley, James Brown, Jackie, what's his name? Jackie Wilson, many entertainers. But Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. And that's how we are. It don't make no difference who our influence or where we come from. Be who you are. Be who you are. Because there's nothing wrong with being who you are. Whatever they was, you can be that and greater because their time is over. That's gone. That's in the past. You can be greater than Kemet. You can be greater than Ethiopia. All these people that you foam at the mouth about, you can be greater because they had their time in the sun. It is time now for us to enjoy our time in the sun. And that's what this ministry is about. Our time is about us.
Free your mind. No, you're never gonna get it. Never ever gonna get it. What you gonna be?
Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go.
Free your mind. Free your mind.
Hey! Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year that's coming. EnVogue t-shirts.
Yay!
Woohoo!
We have other styles too, so make sure you check out our website.
Definitely. Happy holidays.
Happy
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, A Change Is Gonna Come, it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, A Change Is Gonna Come, it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your own resources. Your politics. The law. Be able to do your own thing for a chance. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign. I keep it real.
What, dear?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Nation of Islam, David Bain. If you really want to fart and stink, get you a can of Nation of Islam, David Bain. They full of fiber and got a lot of other good stuff in the bean. They go through your tummy and it's really yummy. Oh. What you brother said. And you made a point, Brother Denzel. You were saying, you was talking about the information and how even though it's so much out here, you still have to, you still should scrutinize what you're talking about, you know, the information. And that's what I tell people all the time. Science can be manipulated because science is just developed by men. History can be manipulated. So even though we have all these different facts and figures or whatever, it's still up to us to run it through the mill. We got to see. And just like they always say, take the meat, throw away the bone. Some of us we don't do a good job of doing that. We just accept things for what it is. And some of these things that we're taught, some of these things that we believe in, regardless if it's come from science or do I go out with our friend Ebony? Hi, Mr.
This the real Ebony looks like. It's funny, ain't it? Because Twin Pyramid just put this up. The Twin Pyramid just put that up. And then we have Ebony. But we need to scrutinize these teachings and these beliefs. I know they make you feel good, but it's just like even if you're looking for a husband or wife, no matter how a person make you feel good, in order to make your marriage or that relationship work, what are they bringing to the table? We need to scrutinize, but a lot of times we just don't scrutinize. I'm guilty of it. A lot of us are guilty of it. But unfortunately, also in relationships, people change. And this beautiful wife that you had in the beginning, something might cause her to change as time goes on. You did everything that you could in order to try to have a happy, long marriage. But people change with time, and you never know what she might become a crack addict down the road. Wasn't interesting when you got married. She could be 120 pounds when y'all start off. Then she end up 420 pounds 5 years later. So things change. But the only thing we can do is just do the best that we can with what we got. So we can have the information. We need to just scrutinize, but you can't scrutinize and you can't examine the information if you're not a thinker. And what we use here is it must pass the criteria of logic and common sense and reason. That's my criteria. If it don't make sense, it must not be true. Like Judge Judy said, if it don't make sense, chances are it's not true. So also to piggyback off of Brother Khalil, he was talking about our being a victim. And I got to the point where I got sick of that stuff, that being a victim thing. Now, mind you, we are victims. We are victims. There's no doubt about it. And there's nothing wrong with us saying that we're victims. I'm going to tell you why. Now, you can go to the courts of law all over the country, and people would try to make us feel bad. You ain't no slave. You ain't no victim. But you give these suckers a chance to go to court and get some money, they'll play victim. Every day in court, somebody's trying to play victim every day. They don't want you to do it, but give them a chance. They in court right now, every day. I'm a victim. I thought y'all said, look, okay. Some people don't even know what a victim is. If Denzel hit my car, he's at fault. Denzel should fix my car. I'm the victim of this car accident. Now, I can afford to fix it myself, but I shouldn't have to. And see, this is what they telling black folks, because we drive Lexuses now, and we're millionaires, and we living pretty decent or whatever. We're not victims. We're still victims. We're still victims of Jim Crow. We're still victims of slavery. We're victims of the black codes. We're victims, period. We're still victims. If you go out in the forest and shoot a mama deer, the baby deer become a victim. You just murdered the parent of this baby deer. The deer is a victim. What you did to our ancestors, this is the reason why we're in the condition that we're in. We're victims. We have to understand what a victim is. However, this is what must be understood. You're dealing with people that have no conscience. They have no sympathy, no empathy. They're heartless. They have no compassion. So why are you going to continue to beg and think that they're going to help you or treat you like a victim when they don't give a damn about you? So because of our ancestors' struggle and what they have done, they have put us in a better position so that we can do better. So the hell with them. We're in a position because of our ancestors' struggle. We need to go ahead and like the Commodores used to say back in the day, we need to sail on, sail. We need to forget playing the victim role no more, because you're not going to get anything from them. Well, they owe us reparations. Reparations is not a debt. Nobody owe you nothing. Reparations is not a debt. Reparations come from people who have compassion, who have empathy, and because they want their country or their nation or their tribe to look a certain way, and they know that they probably did wrong, they said, look, our leaders did wrong or whatever. We're going to try to help you, put you in a position, you know, so that you can do for yourself like Germany did the state of Israel. Germany didn't have to do nothing for Israel, but they didn't want to go down and continue into the path of history looking like this real terrible bad guy. And then the new Germans didn't have nothing to do with the Holocaust. That was the Nazis. The Nazis did that. And the Nazis ain't paying them a dime. But the new Germans said, well, this was still our country. You know, these wackos was ahead of it. We're going to help Israel get up on their feet. Now, the thing about it is the state of Israel has been around since 1948. They still getting reparations. Like, damn, you still can't do nothing for yourself? Instead of buying food, instead of building their country, the only thing they do is hoard weapons. Give us some airplanes, give us some bombs. That's what the state of Israel has done. You have people in the state of Israel right now that's starving to death because their government is so paranoid with getting jumped on that they concentrate on building airplanes, getting airplanes in the military, and their own citizens in the state of Israel starving to death. I saw a commercial, they raising money. Could you send some money? I'm like, what? The state of Israel? They shouldn't be. And this is the thing that made me to think about this also. If the Jews control so much in the world and the Jews have so much wealth, why is the state of Israel, why is some of their citizens starving? Why is there, when you look at the state of Israel, when they show pictures of it, why do it look like a blown up desert? Look, I mean, what do they grow? What do they produce? When you go to the store, what do you buy that's come from the state of Israel? What are they doing over there? Just makes you think. But I just wanted to put my 2 cents on in there. I'm gonna pass.
Growing
tell a man not to defend himself.